Welcome to another adventure with Getting Lost. What are we gonna do today? We are going for another adventure, this time along Sungei Ulu Pandan, which begins here. So to find out where we are now, there's only one thing you have to do, which is to join me after the intro, which is happening now, soon, coming soon, here. Welcome back. We are now at one of the sources of the Sungei Ulu Pandan, or the Ulu Pandan River, and we are actually at this place here, which is the Buona Vista MRT station. So from here, the water comes out from this drain and heads down that direction. So all the way down there. So on my left now is actually the MRT station, the Buona Vista MRT station. On my right is the Commonwealth Avenue West Road. And we're going to hit that direction following the river. So the waters from maybe NTU, One North, Queenstown, Commonwealth, the area there, flows underground through drains and starts coming out here, and it will start to flow down that direction. So we're going to follow the river and see where it goes. So first off, Sungai Ulu Pandan, where did it get the name from? So in Malay, Sungai means river, Ulu means upstream, and Pandan is a kind of wild shrub or tree that was found along the river banks, so that's where they get the name from. And pandan is also a fragrant plant that is used in cooking. So the river, as you saw earlier, went underground, and where did it go through? It went under this road here, which is the Commonwealth Avenue West, and then so from that direction it went underground and comes out somewhere behind this bus stop here. So on my right is actually Gimmo Estate, and then here is where the river comes out. And so we will actually walk along this river here and see where it goes. So now we're actually going to walk along this river here, which flows through this estate, the Gimmo Estate. And on my left here, there is actually a popular food center called Gimmo Food Center, and they have lots of good food there. I actually did a food adventure there previously. If you want to know more about it, I'll put the link in the description down below and also at the end of this video. So you can actually stop by, have a meal before you continue your walk, or before you start your meal, start your journey, your adventure. Yes, it's somewhere after that building where the food center is. So we're going to walk along the river here, this pathway, this straight pathway all the way down. So earlier, the river actually from the MRT station flowed past the MRT, went underground and came out here, and from here onwards it will head that direction down. So on my right here, you can see the older Gimo HDB flats, and there's also a bridge here. So this bridge is a pedestrian bridge whose main function is to actually connect the newer part of Gimo estate with the newer HDB flats here, you can see here, to the older estate and where the food center is. So this pedestrian bridge here is a very busy pedestrian bridge where people cross over it often. Oh, look, we have a resident of this park. So this place I'm walking along now is the Ulu Pandan Park connector, and as you can see, this squirrel is one of the residents of this park. And if we get too close, it will jump onto the tree and climb up the tree to hide from us, which is a very, very normal behavior for squirrels. So we're going to keep walking along the river. As you can see now, the river now is also not very busy, or not very busy, not very deep, a very shallow river. That is because these rivers are actually more designed as a monsoon drain. So the main function of this type of rivers is to capture the waters from maybe busy streets, like any roads. So they will have drains at the side of the road which will funnel the water into this type of monsoon drains, and this type of monsoon drains will help to flow the river or to flow the water out to the sea or to the lake or to a big body of water to help prevent flooding in the area. And you can see birds taking a bath. And as we keep walking on further, we will actually walk past the newer blocks of Gimo Estate, and right beside it you can actually see there's actually a big piece of empty land. And on my right, on the other side of the river, you'll start to see more landed property. On my left now is actually like a small little empty piece of land, maybe secondary forest. And look, one of the interesting things you can see when you're actually walking along here are these type of birds, which are another of those residents of this park. And what I'm told that you can see here, you can find egrets and also herons. So normally when you get close to them, the birds will get spooked and fly away. But one thing I do notice, that at this particular park, you can actually get much closer to them before they will fly away. Look at that. Look how close I am at. So if you do like bird watching, this path here is actually a good place for you to actually to see this type of birds in real life. I want to say in action, but actually in real life it's much more apt. So like I said, these are the types of drains that will funnel the water from the streets into this monsoon drain, so that you can prevent floods on most of the on most of the streets or the roads. So these monsoon drains, or this river, or this canal, in inverted commas, are created basically to reduce flooding in the roads areas and in other parts of Singapore. So good drainage is very good for that. Good drainage will help to prevent floods, and only way to have good drainage is to have good planning. So you need to plan well for how your water should flow out. And one thing Singapore did well is on the planning stage. A very good example of good planning is if you go to Punggol or Sengkang, you can actually see that they already planned the canal before they even build the HDB flats. So there are huge plots of land, empty land, but the canals are already been built all the way to the sea. And this is one of the bridges where you can actually cross over to the other side there, and in that direction, if you actually go up the stairs, you can actually reach the Dover MRT station. And after that, past Dover is the Singapore Polytechnic. The housing area behind me is actually Holland Grove, where there is a lot of landed property. You can actually walk across this bridge here, take the stairs up all the way to Dover MRT station, and from Dover MRT station you can connect to other parts of Singapore. So what I'm going to do now is, as you can see on this side of the river, there's no shade, whereas on the other side there is shade. So I'm going to cross over to the other side and try to enjoy the shade, which I'm going to do now. Anyway, so let's continue walking with the Sungei Ulu Pandan. But to find out what happens next, unfortunately you have to join me for my next adventure, which is part 2 of our Sungei Ulu Pandan River adventure, our Ulu Pandan Park Connector adventure. So join me for that adventure coming up soon. Before that, please do me a favor, please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and also subscribing to my channel. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next adventure. I will see you there. Bye bye.